What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video with the shorts. It's your girl, Janae.
And it's your boy, Derrick.
And y'all see the title, y'all see what's going on. Before we hop into this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, show your people some love.
You know what time it is, man. Comment on love in the comment section right now if you've been rocking with us or if you just found us today, man. Just let us know, you know, because we appreciate everybody that tunes in and supports us and this channel.
Yes, y'all. So today we're about to get into some really spicy opinions about marriage, y'all. Y'all already seen the title. So without further ado, we're going to hop into this video.
These are a lot of unpopular opinions about marriage that a lot of people just like to say, y'all, and like to conversate about. But honestly, people that are married know a lot more about these situations than people that aren't married, you know? So I feel like we're pretty qualified to talk about this.
As y'all know, we've been together for almost 9 years, and 2 of those years we'll be married.
Yeah. So honestly, if you ask me, we only been together for 2 years. Look, you see that face? That's the face you get whenever you say something like that. That's one of a big popular opinion that people like to say. They like to say, y'all only been married for 2 years. Y'all really only been together for 2 years.
Oh no, that's still not true. That's not a true statement. Like, that's 1,000% untrue.
Well, technically, we was just friends for.
Because if I only been with you for 2 years, I would not be married to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Some people know that fast though. Like, they know. Honestly, I would have married you. You told me you would have married me early on. You told me that.
No, I knew that when I got with you and I knew how serious I was taking you, I was gonna marry you and have your kids, and that's exactly what we did.
Exactly. So if you'd have married me 6 months in, you wouldn't have been wrong.
I don't know. It might have went differently. Because you gotta think about what we was doing at 6 months in. We had a lot going on.
Right. We met when we was 17, y'all. So we got together when we started dating at 17 too. So it was pretty early on. We really didn't know necessarily what we wanted. You feel me? But it turns out we was what we needed, you know? So I feel like we've been together for almost 10 years, and that's really the case. Regardless if we've been married for 2, we've still been together for 10 years almost.
Right.
Before we get into the depths of this video, you guys, I want to say we have officially partnered with Golden Nugget Online Casino. It is a casino you can download on your phone and get the Las Vegas experience from home or wherever you are, you guys. We've only been to Las Vegas one time, but we do love to play these type of money games, including slots, including blackjack, including roulette, whatever you could think of. They most likely got it. Over 300 games on the app, you guys. You gotta check it out. The Golden Nugget Online Casino is completely reliable and safe, so you don't have to worry about any leaked information or anything like that. Your money and your information is very, very safe.
Like Bae said, Vegas can be accessible right there to you in your home, in your kitchen, on your couch, wherever you at, y'all. Download the Golden Nugget Online Casino app, and y'all don't forget to use our code DNA and make any moment golden with the online Golden Nugget Casino app. All new customers that deposit $5 in will receive $50 in casino credit.
Another unpopular opinion, you guys, is that people should not marry someone they have not lived with yet. I agree with this.
I'm gonna say, me too. I don't think that's unpopular. I think that needs to be very popular.
I think it's definitely a very popular thing, because guess what? You don't know somebody till you live with them, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They could be the most clean person you ever met, you know, through these little dates, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, y'all spend a little time together, but as soon as you move with them, they're a disaster.
Yeah, complete opposite. Like, I feel like you have to know somebody how they live in, like, you know what I mean? Because being home is one of the most sacred things you can do, you know what I mean? So it's just like, what are you doing in your sacred space? Yeah. Are you just nasty and sloppy and you don't clean up after yourself? Because I don't know, I feel like it'll cause a lot of arguments, like just getting with somebody and don't know if they don't clean up and stuff like that.
Definitely, that can cause a lot of stuff. Have you thinking, am I in the right relationship? Just off the way this person lives. That's how serious it is. Well, here's another unpopular opinion. You know, the statistics say marriages fail more than they succeed, right? I don't know the exact number, but it's a pretty high percentage. A lot of marriages just fail. They say that you should plan for divorce when you get married.
I agree with the first part, but the second part, no. Like, I agree there's a large amount of marriages that do fail, but a lot of people ain't willing to go through them rough patches and stuff. You
gotta go through the ups and downs with your partner before you get married. So that's one of the things. You gotta give time into your relationship. See how they take the ups and downs of life. Yeah, I think it's like pretty counterproductive to like plan for divorce when you just got married. Like, why would you do that? There's no point to even feel like you're gonna have to lean on divorce, y'all. You gotta be ready to work out anything that happens.
Yeah, I think that, of course, like, you should, like, and it's kind of harsh to say, of course you should think about like if a divorce was to happen, but like that shouldn't be like what we driving our relationship off of.
No. I'd be mad. I know she'd be mad as heck if I said, yeah, babe, I'm planning for a divorce. What? What do we get married for?
Then divorce me is what I'm gonna say. I'm saying, go ahead and divorce me then if you plan.
That sounds like self-sabotage. That sounds like.
Low key. So basically another opinion is that nobody should propose out of the blue. Like it should be discussed beforehand.
I think that's pretty reasonable. I think that's pretty smart because if you, you could say a surprise or whatever, but if y'all not on the same page, that marriage is already deemed for divorce. You know what I'm saying? It's already headed there. Like if she gets married, if anybody gets married and they're not ready, that's not good.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be a surprise that you about to propose. Like you supposed to already got that green light before you do it. You supposed to know she's ready.
I think so, but as far as what like should be discussed, you know, because
the other person's ready for marriage.
Okay. Then that's understandable.
Yeah.
But like how you gonna do it and stuff? Like nah.
Nah, you can surprise in that way, but like she should know he's gonna propose to me.
Yeah, because if you proposing to people and they saying no,
y'all broke up. You might as well break up, right? Because what are we talking about? If you propose and you say no.
If you propose to somebody and they told you no, do y'all think y'all should break up? Comment down below, yes or no. Because
it's different cases. I feel like maybe the person ain't ready and maybe they just want to get to know you more, which if you're interested in doing that, but if you're ready to get married and they ain't, you probably need to go find you somebody that's ready to get married.
True.
Because they'll play around with you all day until as long as you let them, they'll stick around and suck you dry. No. Not the good way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, another one. It is not a good idea to get married before your mid-20s.
Not a good idea to get married before your mid-20s. I think I could kind of agree with that.
I could too.
I think you need to get to know yourself. I think you need to get to know that person too, so their time frame is good. Which I feel like by 25 is when we said we wanted to get married. I personally had that as my goal. Before I met her though, I didn't even really see marriage, right? I didn't really like, I want to get married. That ain't something I was really trying to do.
We used to have that conversation about marriage, and he used to always say like, I don't know if I want to be married. Like, and that definitely was a red flag for me. Like, I'm looking to be married because I always knew that, like, no offense, that I never wanted to be a baby mama. Like, that's something I always have known. Like,
I could say the same thing. I didn't want to be no baby daddy.
Because I seen a lot of that growing up, so it's just like, okay, I don't want to do that. I want to have my partner and me be locked in, and I know that ain't no switching up. We good, we straight, we gonna raise these kids together.
Yeah.
Like, but we used to really have a discussion about being married, and he just, like, that just wasn't something, I guess, because it all depends on how you're raised, like, you know, like, yeah, and I feel like as a woman, it made me want to strive to be married because the stuff I seen while I was being raised.
Yeah, I didn't see, like, good marriages growing up. I didn't see like successful marriages. Maybe one, you know, but at the end of the day, I wasn't close to that. I wouldn't like in my household. So
yeah,
that wasn't something that I valued until I realized that I wanted to be with her for the rest of my life, and I knew I wanted to be married.
Period. And I ain't gonna lie, I've seen a lot of marriages. I've seen a lot of people divorce, and I've heard them say, I've been married since I was 16, stuff like that. Like, it's like, whoa.
Yeah, then it's the people that got married at 16 and they've been together 60 years.
Yeah.
So you know, when you know, you know though. When you know, you know. I'm put it that way. But you can't be scared of commitment. That's one of the things. I feel like a lot of men feel like they're gonna miss something if they get married. Yeah. I think that's one of the main things. They feel like they're gonna miss out on something. Ain't nothing out here, man. I'm telling you.
And one thing I will say, and this is my personal opinion about being married, is that like one thing that I think is kind of insult is like sitting in the fiance stage for too long. Like, I think that's not good, because then I feel like, okay, what you thinking about?
So what's the limit? What's the limit on the fiance stage? Like time frame wise?
I mean, I guess like it depends on what y'all got planned as a whole. Like, but I should not be somebody's fiance for 2 years. Like, it should not go past a year of me being your fiance.
I don't know though. I feel like the fiance phase is important because I want to see that you ready. I want to see you preparing to get married. If you ain't preparing to be married, then you probably ain't about to be marrying me.
So how long you gotta see that preparation though?
It might take a couple years. It might take 3. It might take 5. I feel like 5 years. 5 years as fiance. As long as they're progressing, y'all progressing in a relationship, and y'all actually trying to work towards marriage, it's fine. Take your time. But if you just going backwards and you a fiance and y'all engaged, then it's probably not the best to go get married, y'all. So you know, just take your time with that part. I feel like that's part of still learning who you dealing with, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like taking your time, waiting 5 years and saying, oh yeah, I'm glad I didn't get married to that person is better than marrying them the 2nd year and getting divorced 3 years later. There's no point.
We was fiance for a year.
Yeah, that's short.
And then we got married. You think so?
That's short time.
We was together for, you gotta think about that, 8 years though. We knew each other, broke, struggling, depressed, away from our family. Like, we really knew each other, and I feel like that's what makes our circumstances different. Because like when you see like me seeing my partner away from his family to see how he really thinks as a man, as an individual, and stuff like that. Because there are certain types of stuff that can absorb all of your energy. Type stuff. Not saying that they did that.
Yeah, and influence you too, right?
Right.
Yeah, and who you used to be, not necessarily who you trying to be. That's what family can do to you, kind of. When you stay around them for a long time, they got you kind of holding you to the person that you used to be.
And like one thing that I can say is that like there's nobody in between our marriage but God. Like we not going to discuss stuff with our family and stuff like that. And I think that really can play a big part in breaking your marriage. Like get other people's opinions and
definitely
letting it engulf you and confuse you. Like I don't know. That's just me though.
Yeah. Here's another opinion that a lot of people think. They say that marriage is for people who need validation. I think everybody needs validation in one way or another. So as a human, that's just what we are made of, y'all. Because validation makes us feel good. Yeah. You know, and it can make you feel good for a little amount of time or make you feel good for a long amount of time. It depends on the source of the validation. Obviously, me having a wife that loves me, you know, and accepts me for who I am is validating to who I am, y'all, because it just lets me know that and confirms I am who I think I am, you know.
It's funny that you said that because like you got to think about like from even the moment of you being yay high and going to preschool, like when you get a reward, it's validating you. Yeah. When you get a report card, it's validating you. Like it's just that's all we know as human beings. So it's just like you need validation. Now it might not be like there's people that need validation from multiple people, but like I feel like you said, like that makes you strengthen because multiple people can confuse you. You know what I mean? Getting validation from multiple people that don't really know the depths of you.
Exactly.
Like, I know you pretty deeply, so it's just like me being able to validate you. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. So, do you think that marriage is for people that need validation, though?
I do think so. I think that like I said, everybody needs it. So it's validation that we locked in. You know what I'm saying? And if you actually trust that person and actually have a genuine bond, it's worth it. As far as like, you know what you're dealing with, right? You know that this person wants my best interest. I learned that ain't no way if God ain't the way. You know what I'm saying?
A potential temporary loss of sexual attraction is not always a good reason to get a divorce.
Yeah, it's definitely not. That alone is not a good reason to get divorced because people's looks and attraction go up and down sometimes, y'all. Sometimes that person might be in a little drought where they might have a 2-year span or they don't want to dress right and they don't want to keep up with themselves. But then the next 5 years after that they got it together, they might be the baddest you ever had. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just the fact is that you gotta be patient. You gotta kind of communicate like, babe, you should probably like put some clothes on, like get yourself together, like do some stuff like that, because that communication is gonna be very key in your relationship, and that honesty can take you a long way.
Yeah, I definitely feel like if the sexual attraction is the only thing that's keeping you together, then you shouldn't be together, for one, and you shouldn't be married.
Well, I don't think. Well, it definitely can be the only thing that keeps people around, but sometimes it's not. It's never gonna be enough. That's never alone gonna be enough.
Yeah. So. Because as a woman, being a woman that carries kids, carries children, now I'm on my second pregnancy, I definitely have had my moments where my looks and my energy to being the most attractive I could be has fluctuated. And, you know, I have not given my 100% energy with that. But, you know, when I'm not pregnant no more, I be up to par, you know.
Right, pregnancy is different. That's very, very different. People can't even stay. That's the thing with men too. Like they don't be patient enough to allow that woman to go through the recovery phase, even the pregnancy phase. Like she has a whole baby in her stomach. Why are you worried about being the most attractive to her? Duh, like she's carrying a whole baby, right? So like, be patient with her and allow her to bounce back, man. She'll bounce back. With your support and your help, she definitely bounce back. You just gotta be that encouraging, you know what I'm saying, and shed that light on her all the time. When she necessarily might not feel like it about herself.
Yeah, you're right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We gonna keep bringing the heat, and yeah, we out of here, y'all. Peace.
Love.